Hello everyone and welcome back to another Storytime video.
First and 10 for
And
Miami after that
today
Duke touchdown run on
I
their own 22.
am
They're going to keep
going
it
to
on the
talk
ground.
about
No gain.
mentally
Nice defense by
unstable
Duke on first down makes
entertainment.
it second and 10
Now,
now.
plenty of you might be asking, what
Florida's about
is
to be nervous
mentally
after we shit
unstable
all over them, says
entertainment?
Two Kings
Now,
Flats.
mentally unstable
You doing
entertainment,
eulogy
also
tomorrow?
known
No,
as
I'm making a Your Season is
MUE,
Over video tomorrow, but no eulogy song tomorrow.
was
How many
started
losing
by
seasons does Florida have in a
myself
row again? They've got
and
three losing,
four
currently have three
other
losing
high school
seasons in a
classmates
row.
of
This will be
mine
their fourth losing
that
season in a row.
we eventually added people over time and
Stanford's
throughout the
so bad
years.
they're losing to Donut
So
Dave
it
Durham.
originally started
Yeah,
as
people are asking earlier,
myself,
why is NC State
Gabe,
a 10-point favorite over Stanford? NC State's not
Chris,
good. I said, well, have you
aka
seen Stanford?
Kokujinjetsu,
They might be worse.
as he liked to be called. Well,
Who's timing people out?
And so myself, Gabe,
Colby, stop timing
Braden,
people out or I'm going to take your wrench
and
away.
Dylan. And we had people in the mix, like Jordan and
It was Colby.
Scott and Zach.
Where were these people
that
in the
would
90s and early 2000s?
videos
There was no
and
internet, dumbass. The fuck is wrong with you? There was no YouTube
we would
or
hang
Twitter
out
or
with
Facebook. What do you
and
mean,
have,
where were these people at? Holy shit.
and Scott
Yeah, if you could go back
played
time
in
to
that
the 80s or
infamous
90s, there'd be a
Scooby-Doo
bunch of
video.
happy fan bases that fucking
Now,
suck now. Yeah, Florida fans, Nebraska fans,
originally,
Notre Dame fans.
well, mentally
Y'all
unstable
could get
entertainment
together and have
is
some sort of
basically
fucking
what it
therapy
sounds
session
like,
and
where
hug each other and suck each other's
we
taint,
started
tell each other
that
how good y'all used to be
in
30
a
years ago
time
before the internet
where
existed.
Filthy
But that's
Frank
not the
was
case, dumbass.
basically
It's 2024. The
and
internet does
raunchy
exist,
entertainment
Florida's a fucking garbage
across
can
this
with 3
platform,
losing seasons
like
in a row.
Filthy
Don't I
Frank,
have to go back 50,
was
60,
kind of
70
dominating
years to find
things
3 losing Georgia
before
seasons?
you
Holy
had
shit, man. How have
Adpocalypse
you had 3 losing seasons in a
back
row?
in
Fucking
2017
garbage.
with that whole PewDiePie and
Fucking
Fiverr
garbage.
thing that
Penn State
I'm sure
was
either
the
you know
truth
about
in
or you
winning a
don't
natty.
care to know about. So I'm not going to go over that.
Nebraska was the best team in the country for a
But
decade. BYU
I'll
even
say
won
that
a
we
natty.
would often make
Yeah, I mean, what do you want?
raunchy,
Oh, man,
dirty
I bet this
humor
guy wasn't on
videos
yet in the
like that
90s.
too.
There
Like
was
we
no
had
YouTube
one
in the
where
90s,
Braden
fucking
was
retard.
painting
What the
his
fuck is wrong with you?
Bob Ross
on
while
here
he
in the
had
90s talking all this
Vietnam
shit
type
when
flashbacks.
Florida
We
was
we
good.
had Salt Cake where the
Man,
guys baked
y'all are stupid as fuck.
salt into the cake. And we also had various other videos on that
I
channel
bet
that
if I
we
go
made.
to YouTube and do a search for
And then
Florida versus Georgia,
um
1994, Lou didn't have shit to say
not
on that
all of
day.
us, but some of us made our own separate mentally unstable entertainment channels, you know, our own MUE
Boy, y'all
channels.
dumb.
I
Boy,
made my
y'all dumb.
own MUE channel that where I made random skits. I had characters like Chef Grizzle and Dr. Downs. Deus Robo was going to even appear in a skit or
First and
two,
10
but
for Duke. They're down
that never
14-7,
happened.
under a minute to go in the first quarter.
But as well as food reviews and just random other stuff that I could think of that still exists on that channel to this day. Now, because I know Braden and Gabe, yeah, Gabe made
5-star dummy.
their own individual content. Jordan didn't make one. I don't think Zach
Minnesota
did.
3-0 over Illinois. Oklahoma up 14-7 over Maine. Northwestern 10-3 over Purdue.
I think
NC
Gabe's
State
separate
17-7
channel
over
is
Stanford.
called Vietnam
Virginia
Joe.
Tech 14-3 over Syracuse. Buffalo 14-7 over
That was
Akron.
his character. Like,
Memphis
I don't
is
know if
losing
he
to
had another
UTSA. They better
character,
get that shit turned
but in
around.
terms
The
of
Auburn
like
Vandy game is just
Want to break into
your
cybersecurity
solid
but don't have
main
experience?
character,
The
like
Google Cybersecurity Certificate uses
Phil
real-world
having
scenarios
Pink
to teach
Guy
you
and
technical skills.
Gabe
You'll be
having
able to
Vietnam
step foot in your
Joe.
first job
Chef
and feel
Grizzle
comfortable
was
and
that
confident
for
in the skills
me.
that you've learned in
Chef
this
Grizzle
certificate.
was my
Enroll
main
today.
character that I played in videos if I did play a character. Now, of course, like I mentioned,
Data brokers
or
are
Dr.
selling
Downs
your
did make an
private
appearance once or
information. And in the
twice,
wrong hands,
besides
that
the
information can lead
introduction
to
video that I
identity
made,
theft,
because
hacking,
I'm
even having some bad guys
my
showing up at your
characters
front
before
door.
I even
You don't want that.
um,
Here's the solution. A company called
put them in a
Optree.
video
They
so
do a
that
free
there was
service to
context
actually
in terms of
identify
like,
your personal
oh, who's
information
this?
on
What
hundreds of
what's
sites.
the name?
I took
Kind
the
of
free analysis
what
and check this out.
what are they about? Like
My information showed up on
just so that it wouldn't
75
seem
sites.
confusing.
Yikes.
And
Then, for a monthly fee, Optree will remove
uh,
your personal information from those websites, including Google
I
and
don't
People Finder
think
websites.
in terms of a
Optree's been
collaborative
honored with
video
PC
that
Magazine's
I helped
Editor's Choice
or
Award.
that I was in on that main MUE channel that I played a character in
They're
that.
good enough to
I don't
beat
think I
somebody, but
did.
they're not good enough
I
to
think
win
I
out,
wanted
don't
to. Cause I think
Third and 2
because
for
we
Ohio
had
State.
talked about making it
And that's going to be
Salt
offsides on
2
Penn State.
at
What a
some
terrible
point.
penalty there.
but we
You're at home.
never did.
Come on. 3rd and 2 and Penn State jumped
At least
offsides,
right
gives
now.
Ohio State a
Now
first
I
down.
don't want
Terrible.
to
Terrible. Lou, why are you hating
Mentally
after I paid you all
unstable.
that money? Well, you're paying me $2 at a time through the super chat, but paying me buying super chats or whatever it is you're doing
the guys
doesn't.
and I'm throwing
doesn't
myself
grant
in
you
there
some
to a
kind of
certain
safe
extent.
space here.
We all
You're
hang
fucking
out still.
retarded whether you give $2
Or they all
super
hang
chats or
out.
not.
Now
You don't
do
get
we
special
have any
treatment because you
intentions
sent
in
me
making any
$2.
more
That's
of that
not how it
content?
works.
I would venture to
Everything you
guess
typed
no.
is dumber than the thing you typed 5 minutes ago.
Now,
It's an
for
amazing
me
streak you're
personally,
on
I have
if you
not
somehow
made a
keep
video on
getting
my
dumber,
separate
'cause you
mentally
started at a
unstable
pretty
entertainment
dumb level.
video
So to
since
somehow keep getting dumber is
2019,
amazing.
and I
But sending a
don't
$2 super chat doesn't
foresee
grant you
myself
some sort of immunity,
doing that again
for being
anytime
called
soon.
out for the
Because
absolute retard that you are.
not only
This is an equal
does
opportunity channel
it
here.
take me a lot of time to edit those videos, even the food reviews. The
Fourth
the
and
food reviews
15,
took me a
Arkansas is
while
gonna have
to
to punt
edit.
it
I
away.
think the
Banjo says Vandy is better than
Kinder
Florida.
Egg review took
Florida's
me like
down
the
bad. Florida needs
longest
to drain
to
the
edit,
swamp, and even just a competent
and
coaching staff in
the
there yesterday.
I remember
Yeah, that would help a lot if they had coaches that knew what they were doing.
trying to rush
Ohio State
on
the ground,
Cinco de Mayo to
2nd and 10, might
get
have lost a
the
yard.
Taco Bell
3rd and
food review
long
done
coming up
for
now
that
for Ohio State. Still
particular
10-7,
year.
Penn State
Now,
up
is that
3
my
with
fault
14
that
and a
I
half
didn't
minutes to
record
go
it
in the second
earlier?
quarter.
Yes, but I was trying to dedicate myself to the weekly to
Every year
the
I'm
weekly
telling you this
videos,
game,
whether
Gator
that was
fans,
skits
this year is the year.
or me reading a book like Go the Blank to Sleep or whatever the
3rd and
case might
11
be.
for
And
Ohio State.
sure,
They're on their
I
own
think that I can
31.
enjoy
3rd
myself
and 11. Shotgun
making
snap,
that
back to
content
throw.
again,
Will Howard
but
in
the thing
pocket.
is
Throws underneath, complete, short of the
whenever
first down, slips and
I
falls
want
around
to
the
do
38.
something
It's gonna
like
be 4th and
content
about
creation,
5. There is a flag down. What is this now?
I want to be
Are the
all
referees
in
doing too much again?
in terms of like, okay, well let me do this every week or every day, or let me set a schedule and let me stick by it.
Wow, another dumb penalty. That's the
Because
second
if
penalty in a
I
row
can't stick
on
by
this
it,
drive
and
that
I
has
can't
given
see
Ohio
myself,
State a
you know,
first
doing
down
it
on
every
3rd
week
down.
instead of doing it on a special occasion, which I mean, I wouldn't ever say no, because if we made
Wow.
videos for that mentally unstable entertainment channel again,
Tough call. Tough call. But it gives Ohio State a first
but
down in Penn State
if we
territory
ever
on the
did that
47.
again,
Call
then
taunting
yes,
on,
I would
a
appear in
taunting
that,
penalty
because
on Penn
first
State.
off,
Would've been
I'm not
4th and
having to
5
edit
instead,
the
automatic
video.
first down. Now they go deep, wide open, out of bounds. Terrible throw.
There
was
wouldn't be a pressure on me
Boy, that was a
to
bad throw. This guy, look how wide open this guy is. Why would you throw it out of bounds?
pressure
That's
myself.
a touchdown right now. Just throw it
Do
in
I
bounds.
enjoy
That's
it
all
so
you
much
have
so
to
that I
do.
would do it every week
What
again?
a terrible fucking
The answer is
throw.
no. And
Just
my
a terrible
enjoyment
throw.
for
Unreal.
that did
Terrible
go away
throw.
in about May of 2000.
2nd and 10 now. Back to throw
Now,
again.
some
out in
of
the
you
flat,
might
complete to
remember
Judkins,
that
pushed out of bounds after a
that
gain of
summer
about 4.
in
Looks like 3rd and 6 coming up for Ohio State
2019,
now.
I went to Washington, D.C.
What's up, Swaggy Man? He says, good morning, Lou. Thoughts
I
and
had
prayers
planned-
among all the Florida fans for their beatdown they're going to get later today. Yeah, I hope Georgia wins. Georgia needs to win out, get to the SEC championship game.
I'm not going to do the accent.
3rd and 5 for Ohio State.
It doesn't hurt me. I just don't want to do the accent. So I'm
Wide
saving you
open.
guys
On a
from
wheel
that.
route out of the
But
backfield. Travion
where
Henderson,
I'd
nobody
basically
picked
say
him
stuff
up.
like, "Oh, here's the
Nobody
Washington
picked him up. Just a
Monument.
simple wheel
Oh, and
route
here's
out
a
of the backfield,
museum.
Wide open for a first down.
Oh, and here's a this and
Ohio
here's a
State
that."
doesn't scare me, says
But I
Jonathan Miller.
just kind of forgot because some of the desire
says,
to
"I
make that
own you."
content for me was already starting to
Yeah, you
wane.
paid $10 for me just now.
Even though I had plenty of ideas, like I found another book or two to read. I was gonna make another food review or two, like or I already made McDonald's, but I was gonna make like Zaxby's, or I was gonna review like Domino's, another food place, or do whatever. Like I had an idea for these characters.
14-7, Miami up over
Like
the
I had
Dukies,
plenty of ideas.
and
Let me
Ole Miss up on Arkansas. Auburn is one of the worst teams in the country, says Anthony.
and
Ole Miss coming for Georgia, says Tyler Gilbert. Well, people usually
bring back
get
the
what they're
content
looking for,
because
buddy.
at that time,
Touchdown,
you know,
Ohio
I
State.
basically had a month and a half where I wasn't working. So
Boy,
because
Penn State,
COVID basically shut down my job for that
was
time,
a
and that
gift.
would have been
That
great to
entire
have
drive was one giant
during
gift
that
from
time,
Penn
but I
State
just
to Ohio
forgot.
State.
Let's
They had
see. I
Ohio
was
State in punting situations twice on that drive, and because of penalties,
oh yeah, I was gonna make
they
a
let Ohio
comment
State keep the drive
or a
going,
video
and now Ohio State makes them
where
pay with a touchdown.
I
Ohio State's gonna
read
take the
hate
lead.
comments. That was for whenever I actually got comments. I was
Texas
going
sure
to.
as hell got what they were looking for. Yep. Ole
I
Miss
had
will get it
kind
too.
of. Well, I had made a video that never saw the light of
Morning
day
Blue,
because
the
that was
Tigers
on
and birds that don't and birds don't have teeth. Yeah, you're talking about Louisville Cardinals, birds with teeth.
where Dylan recorded it with an
yeah,
old
they play
camera
Clemson.
in December, and I
Play
remember this
Clemson
because
tonight.
I got
Clemson's a
video
10-point
camera
favorite
for
at
Christmas
home
that year,
against
so I
Louisville. What do
kind
y'all
of
think about that one tonight, Clemson?
it
and
kind of
Louisville?
got lost, but where Chef
gonna be a
Grizzle
lot of points
played
scored
on a
in that one.
playground. Chef Grizzle played on a playground.
Did Vandy score
And
yet?
I
Let's
was
look.
actually writing Chef Grizzle a
No
backstory
score.
because Gabe wrote
Next to go in the
Vietnam
first
Joe
quarter,
a
no score in the
backstory,
Vandy game.
and he put it in a video. Like he
Uh,
made a whole video about it, and I thought
Minnesota and
that's
Illinois
good.
tied
I
at
want to
3.
write Chef Grizzle a
Army
backstory
still up 6-0
because
over
it's
Air
like
Force.
surely people want to know about
21-3
Chef Grizzle's
now, Ole
backstory.
Miss up over
So
Arkansas. That's
I
looking like a
was
blowout.
writing about that. And
What else
then
do we have
let's
here?
see. I was gonna make a
14-3
Dr.
Virginia
Downs
Tech up over
backstory.
Syracuse. That's the quickest way to know that somebody isn't an alpha male. If their Twitter bio says that they're an alpha male. Nobody that's
I
an
was
alpha male
gonna
has
make
to
a
run
second
around telling
Kinder Egg
people that
review
they're an
pro-
alpha
with
male.
some
That's a
stuff that I
sign of not
didn't
being an
already
alpha
do
male.
in the original
There goes
one.
Duke with a touchdown.
Bunch of
Uh-oh.
food
We're
ones
gonna
like
have a
Wendy's,
tie
Dairy
game,
Queen, Waffle
14-14.
House, Longhorn
Well, Penn
Steakhouse,
with the extra point, but Duke
White
has just
Castle,
scored to make it a 14-13
Hardee's, Crystal,
game.
KFC.
Watch
Oh
out,
yeah, I was gonna
Randy.
make a parody Jimmy Dean
I'm
sausage
feeling good
commercial
about my
too.
over bet. I'll tell you that right now.
I
We're
was gonna make
28
that too.
points already. I've got
Oh yeah.
54.
So what
We
was
still
it?
got
Hardee's
10
had
minutes to
like
go in the
rainbow
second quarter,
donuts.
so it looks like that game's
I
gonna
was
go
gonna
way
have
over the top, so
Deus
that'll be a winner
Robo
for Pay Lou.
review those, and I was gonna make a backstory for him. I was gonna make a video where Dr. Downs reviewed Minecraft because I had
Cash App.
game reviews on that channel too.
Tell you what I got to say now.
Oh yeah, Dr. Downs explores nature. I think I mentioned where I was going to make a video where
Octavian, I tell you,
Dr. Downs got a coloring
eventually
book,
Florida
and
is gonna
Dr.
beat
Downs'
Georgia.
coloring
Georgia's
book
not
or
gonna
something
beat
like
Florida
that.
every year from now to the end
That's
of
what it
time.
was going to be called or
So
whatnot.
it's really just
Oh God, Chef
a
Grizzle
matter
plays
of how much
golf.
patience
Chef
you have
Grizzle
and how
learns
long you're willing
Spanish.
to stick around. Eventually, you
I
will
was
get to come
basically
on
gonna
here
have
after a
Dylan
Georgia-Florida
record my
game and brag to
grandmother,
me
who
about
is
Florida beating
bilingual,
Georgia.
by the way, try
Now,
to
it won't be
teach
today,
Chef Grizzle
obviously,
Spanish
because
as if she were
Florida's
sitting down
fucking
with
terrible.
me and
Their
teaching
head
me
coach doesn't know what he's
Spanish.
doing.
Yes, very original. I know.
They're a disaster of a program. Whereas
Oh yeah, and I
Georgia's
was
one
gonna
of the
make a
best
video where
teams
Chef
and
Grizzle
programs on the
paints as
planet.
well.
It's
So
not gonna happen today,
I had
but
some
it will
decent
happen eventually,
ideas
Octavia.
written
I
down
promise you. Duke kicks off. Miami's
that
gonna
never
return to
saw
kick
the
out
light of
across the 15
excuse me, that never saw the
to the
light of
20.
day.
Gonna be tackled at the 22.
But
so all tied up at 14. Duke and Miami. 11:08 to go in the second.
yeah, and then
quarter.
I had fonts
Miami's
for
gonna
the
have the ball.
thumbnails, like
Cocktail party drink
just
money, says Bama Mike. Thank you, Mike.
how-to videos, permanent marker.
On the road to LSU. A for real elimination.
Oh yeah, and I was
Brandon,
gonna make a
doesn't
series of
is there
videos where
anybody that
I was gonna
thinks
play
the
Dylan
loser
and
of next
Pool
week's
and
Bama
periodically
LSU
do
game still
that.
has a chance to make the playoffs? Is there
Because
anybody
because
that
in my
thinks that?
fonts
I don't know. I don't think
notes
so. I think whoever loses
for the
that Bama
thumbnails,
LSU
game
game
reviews,
next week
Droid
is out, headed
Streef,
to the Outback
Chef
Bowl,
Grizzle, Yellowtail
Birmingham
font.
Bowl. Who gives a fuck bowl? That's a
Diploma
big
to
game next
S
week
was my
on the
food
road
reviews.
for Bama at LSU.
Comic Sans was used for my shit posts. Yeah, I'm gonna say it one time. And James Plays Video Black Ops 1 font. But yeah, I was going to have a James versus Dylan
That
pool
looked like
videos.
Penn
Like
State
we play
pass
billiards
interference
against each other,
Penn
which
State. Like,
he usually wins, by the
one
way.
Penn State player ran into the other.
But those were gonna be fun. Like
I don't think
we get into antics every once in a while. Especially if we would take shots while we did it. Oh, dude, that would have been freaking awesome.
Josh Pate will
and so I was gonna have a font for that, but
oh yeah, 100%.
And by the way, Dylan, my cousin,
100%,
not Dylan, the one
Banjo, what's up, buddy? He said all jokes
that was part of the original 5.
Most importantly, fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hashtag
so my cousin.
Go Dogs and have a good
so
morning.
2 different
Thanks,
Dylans
Banjo.
there. But anyway,
I have a great time.
so yeah, I mean, I'm done with
during the college football season.
mentally unstable entertainment. Now,
big play by Miami.
well, not the main channel as a whole. Just making that style of content. Like I will never. I will probably never make
Your stream is unwatchable
for that separate MUE channel.
Yeah.
I foresee. Now, do I still hang out with the guys in MUE? Yes, some of them. Some of them. I'll get to that in just a second.
Kraken.
Now,
I'm sorry about that, buddy. I know how it is. I was raised
I do
and still live.
Want to say that in terms of main channel content, like I mentioned, if we ever brought back that main channel, then I could foresee myself participating in a video in that. But
Lou has the most watchable streams.
You know,
it's my birthday.
I just
Josh
won't make another
Happy birthday, Brandon.
video for that MUE channel. I just don't.
Brandon. Miami back to throw, swing pass complete behind the line of scrimmage. Duke
so,
for that. Might have gained a
but
yard.
yeah,
That's
so
about
where
it.
are some of the people from MUE now?
Is it possible to go 12-0 and not have a single ranked win?
Chris Kokishindetsu, I have not talked to since high school. Now he kind of moved away out of state to the next state over, and none of us have really heard from him since we all graduated from high school.
Rattlesnake. Everybody, everybody's happy birthday, Brandon.
And he has since moved back, and he works at one of the main stores that we all grew up near. So, So yeah, so he works as a greeter at one of the main
All right, cool, Miami. We
grocery
need points.
stores
I don't
that
give a shit who
we
wins, but we need a
or
bunch of
that I
points
grew
scored
up
in that
near.
Miami Duke game. All tied
And
up at 14 apiece.
but I
Miami
haven't
and Duke.
seen
I
him
told y'all Miami's
yet.
the most watchable team
And he changed his name. I
in all
think
of college
he
football
goes,
because
or
all of their
they,
games seem
I
to go
guess,
this
to
way.
be nice,
Close.
they go by Luna, I think, now.
Cam Ward on first
I'm
and
not
10,
exactly
dancing around
sure,
in the pocket.
but it's like they
Steps
got
up,
rid of their
throws underneath,
Facebook,
complete
and
inside the 30 to the 25.
they got rid of
makes a
their
man
Steam
miss.
account, and
Out of bounds
they
at the
basically
21.
dropped off the
Miami right
face of
back in
the
the
earth.
red zone. First
It
and
was
10 on
really
Duke 21.
bizarre. It was really
Yeah,
bizarre.
Buckeye is a poisonous
Gabe
Uh,
has
it's
a
so
pretty
shitty,
decent job, and
raccoons
Gabe
won't even eat it. And
did go to
raccoons will
college.
literally eat trash, and they won't even eat a. They
And
won't even
Gabe
eat a
has
Buckeye, a
stayed
bucknut. They're just absolute
close
fucking
to where I
garbage.
grew up.
Second and
Now,
5 for Ohio State, they're up 4.
Braden,
Will Howard throws, no pump fakes. Now throws, incomplete.
I
Off
don't
the hands
know
of
if
who is that?
Braden
Jeremiah
ever
Smith? I
got
couldn't
a
tell.
job. Because he didn't have one all the way through
Just
when we
out of
graduated
reach.
high school. Like he
Gonna
hadn't
be
gotten a job
incomplete.
at that point. But I haven't talked to
Third and
him
5
in
now for
over
Ohio
4
State.
years at this
14
point.
to 10, they're up on Penn State. 10
Whether
minutes
it's
to go in the second
online
quarter.
or in person,
Will
I
Howard
haven't
in the
talked to him in
shotgun.
that
2
long.
wide to the top, 1 at the bottom.
And I haven't talked to
Snap
Chris
back to
since
throw.
the
Looks to his
summer
right,
after we
throws to his right,
graduated,
caught,
or
hit right away
Luna,
and tackled
I
a
should
couple of
say.
yards short of the
Since the
first
summer
down
after we graduated, when
around the
he kind of
48 or 49
left
yard
the
line. So
group.
close to midfield,
It's like
4th and 1.
it's
What does Ryan
it's like
Day
we had
do
a
here?
big group chat and he just kind of left. It's like,
Probably gonna go for it, I
okay.
would imagine.
So, and then Dylan,
Big 4th down
not
here.
my cousin, but
Big
the
4th down here.
the Dylan from the original 5, as I like to say, he was working, but then he stole stuff from his job and moved like 2 or 3 states
6
away.
seconds on the play clock. They're lined up to go for it.
And ever
and
since
now
he
they're gonna have to take a
moved,
timeout.
well, basically
Took
ran
too much
away,
time to figure out the play, I guess. Play
2
clock
or
got
3
down
states
to
away.
3
Nobody
seconds,
has
and
really
Ryan Day
talked
has
to
take
him,
a timeout
or
and
he hasn't
think
really
about it.
talked
So,
to anybody.
4th and 1 for Ohio State when they come back from the timeout right near midfield.
And it's
Miami with
sad,
1st and goal now on the
about
Duke
that.
6-yard line. Handoff.
Now
Lost a yard.
Jordan
Second
is
and goal
doing
now
well
for
for himself.
Miami.
He served
No score in the
our
Vandy
country
Auburn game.
after
Auburn's got the
graduating
ball
high
on their own
school, so
44.
props to him.
1st and 10 for the barn.
And Zach,
Octavian needs glasses.
Zach did
Yeah,
get a
he
job.
desperately
I
needs
don't
a new
remember
cell phone.
where
Y'all ever
exactly he
heard him
got
try
a
to call
job,
into the
but
call-in show?
he
Holy
got a
shit.
job.
It sounds like he's calling in from a ham radio.
And by the way, now that I think about it, a
I mean,
little
it's the
more, I
worst
think
connection you've
Braden
ever heard. I don't know
did
why.
try to go to
What
school,
kind of cell phone
or
do you
did
have,
try to go to
Octavian?
college
Or
after
what's your cell phone
school.
provider? Yeah, I'm serious,
And
man. You ever listen to your calls call-in show, Octavian? People talk about I'm unwatchable. You're unlistenable, man. iPhone, well, that's the problem. Once you get rid of that fucking
Scott,
toy and get an actual phone,
Scott
iPhones
went
are
down,
toys for kids
or
and old
Scott
people.
uh,
And you're
moved
neither.
away.
So why do you
2 or
have an
3
iPhone? Get rid of
states.
that damn iPhone.
And he kind of eventually grew to not like us.
Yeah,
At
iPhones
all.
are toys for kids and old people. iPhones are just dumbed down androids is all they are.
Now, I don't quite know why, but he had a real falling out with us
3rd and goal for Miami.
Um,
They keep going backwards. Now they're back on the 9.
right after all
Cam
of us
Ward steps
graduated
up in
high
the
school.
pocket, scrambles around. He's
And
going to be
I don't
sacked.
remember all the details about that,
Miami had 1st and goal at the 6.
but
He
I
lost
do know that
yards
it's
on
a
all 3
long
plays. Now
story,
it's
though.
4th and
Like,
goal.
it's
They'll
a
have to settle
long
for a field
story
goal.
that I don't want to get into, even if I knew all the details. Partly because it's really long, but also because, it's just like
Auburn
a
pass
whole
complete
bunch
up
of
near
drama.
midfield on 3rd and 8, but it's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down. So Auburn's got a fourth
But,
down around the same spot on the field that Ohio State's going to be looking at if we ever come back from this commercial break.
as far as I'm concerned,
No score in the Auburn
at least
Vandy
at the
game.
moment,
4
now,
minutes
I
to go
don't
in the
get
first
final
quarter.
say on
4th
all
and
this
2
stuff.
for Auburn.
So I don't want to act like I have final say on everything. But as far as I'm concerned, mentally unstable entertainment, in terms of my separate MUE channel as well as oh yeah, and then there was Hugh that dude, Hugh went to school too, went to college, and I'm remembering him now because
Vanderbilt, led by quarterback Diego
well, as far as I
Padre,
know, the mentally unstable entertainment channel on YouTube
will have
is
the ball
dead.
first and 10 on their own 19.
At least
Still a
my
commercial break.
separate
Whatever you get
MUE channel
all their
is.
advertisement
I
dollars
can't
they
speak
can
on
out of
anybody
this
else's
upcoming
MUE
fourth
channels,
down
or at
play. That
least
was
their
about a
separate
4-minute
channels, but I
commercial break for
believe
no reason
all of
there.
ours are.
Ohio State had all kinds of time.
But
Figure
Hugh,
out what they wanna
Braden,
do here.
and Gabe
4th and
made another channel called Compacted
about
Trash
2?
Media at some point,
4th and 1 for Ohio
and
State. Will
I
Howard
don't
under
remember
center, one running back
if they
behind
still
him. I can't
post
tell
on there.
which one
I
it is.
don't think
Snap,
they
back
do,
to throw. Will
but they
Howard
did
under
make
pressure.
that in like
Gets rid of
2019
it.
or 2018 or something.
Wow. What a
Where they
circus
posted there
play and
for a
circus
while,
catch
unless
by
they
Furman
stopped.
downfield. I mean, he bobbled
Then it's
that
been going
ball
on
for
for several
4 or 5
years, but
seconds
I need to
with a Penn
check.
State man hanging
I
off
didn't
of
really
it.
keep track of that channel.
Wow. Should have been a sack.
Even though
Wasn't. Give Will
I-
Howard credit there.
I should
Extends the
have.
play,
That
throws,
Compacted Trash Media kind of
complete,
felt
and
like a
this guy
Game
bobbled it
Grumps or
with 2
something.
Penn State
I
lenses
think that they
hanging all
wanted
over.
to portray, or I think they took Game Grumps as an
Combination of good and
inspiration.
lucky there for Ohio State.
I know
Leads
Braden
to a
really
first
liked
down
Game
at
Grumps.
the Penn State
Game Grumps
30.
was good, but
Ohio
Braden
State's up 4.
loved Game Grumps. So
Handoff.
I think they served as an inspiration. So think
Driving
Game
forward
Grumps
for
in terms of
7,
Compacted
6,
Trash
7
Media.
yards.
But
That was a good-looking gain that
I think
time
I'm
on
done
the ground
rambling for
Ohio
right
State.
now.
Quinshawn Judkins with the
And
carry.
so yeah,
Second
I
and
think
about
that'll do
4
it for me
for the
today.
Sun.
And see us, guys. I do believe that
William,
will
thank you
do
for the
it
super chat, buddy. He says Penn
for
State
this
should
Storytime
fire
video
Franklin
and
after
select
this
Storytime
game.
video.
Dang, what if they win? Still
I
firing?
will see you later. Goodbye, guys. Thank you all for watching.